A lot has changed since we last talked. So here we are in my Tesla Model 3. You're probably wondering, well, how did I do it? How in the world did I afford such a nice car? A dream car of sorts on such a small salary. Let me give you some background information and then kind of tell you how this all started. Okay, so let me get this out of the way. I am in my second year of teaching. I am a high school band director, and I am teaching in the state of Virginia. There's the background information on that. So from that, I also get a nice little stipend for doing marching band. And there's that little bit of vague, but still background information, so I don't give you, not too personal. Like I said, this is my dream car. In 2010, when I was a sophomore in high school, I got my first car, which was a used 1999 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. It's awesome. It's maroon and has gold pinstripes along the side, which I didn't know I was going to march cadets at the time, but that was kind of a cool thing. But all that aside, we paid that off in full the day we got it. My parents helped me out with getting that one. It was like $4,000. And I had my first car, and it was awesome. And yes, I was an early driver in sophomore year because I was a year ahead of all the kids age-wise. So that's how that worked. And by no means do I live in a rich community by any stretch of the imagination. I actually at one point, and I'm not even sure what the current standing is of this, but the place I live now and grew up living here from 20 some years, the highest rate of unemployment in a county in the whole state of Virginia. So and then it went down to like the second highest unemployed, but like this area it's not typically known for wealth. So let's get that out of the way right off the bat. So it's been 9 long years and I've been driving that car, and it's been a great car, but I've never been a car person. I've never been, as long as it gets me to and fro, whatever. But I've always been a tech savvy person. And once I heard about Teslas, one thing led to another. And I thought, well, it's all electric. That's cool. No more gas, no more oil changes, that kind of stuff. And then I was like, well, a man can dream. It was like, maybe I'll marry rich one day, maybe, something like that. Because I had been set that I was gonna be a teacher, and that is that. But then the Model 3 is the lowest tier. Again, it's not cheap, but it's not as expensive as say the Model X, which costs more than a decent house in this area. What I did is I just started saving. My whole first year out of college, I started saving. My student loans when I graduated were a little under $10,000. I got plenty of scholarships when I was in school, so I graduated with around or a little less than $10,000 in debt. That is much lower now, so I was paying that off, and I am currently still paying it off. We're getting closer to finishing that, hopefully done by the end of the year. That would be awesome. At least that's the goal. And I started working that first year, 3/4 salary, North Carolina, which pays way worse than Virginia does. And I don't live a highbrow life in terms of like where I eat, where I go, I'm not like super rich lifestyle. But there are certain things I invest money into. Like I love technology, so I always try to get maybe not the very best thing, but if I know I'm going to use it, I'll get it. Like I'm a big Apple guy. I don't go out and buy the latest and greatest laptop every single time something is released or whatever. But if I feel like I can use it, or if it will help me out, I will find a way to save money away and buy it. So I pulled a lot of money away during my first year of teaching. And eventually, when I left that job and I got my new band directing job as a full-time band director back in Virginia here, I kind of looked at what I'd be making and the money I had put away and realized that two really important things in order for this to work out. Otherwise, it wouldn't work out. One, I'm single, I'm not married, I'm not dating anyone right now, so there's nobody to tell me no, and no one else to really worry about financially other than myself. And the other thing that was really important is that I had money saved up, so I had a cushion. It wasn't like, let me go blow all of my money on this car. And I tried to make it so that my payments were probably higher than most people are expecting, but for someone that doesn't spend a lot of money on other things and doesn't have a family and doesn't have you know, a huge house payment, and my current car is already paid off, was paid off years ago, because when we got it, we just paid it. And this is something that I want, that I could use. I'm traveling 30 minutes to work each day, and I'd love to have the autopilot and all that stuff. So here we are, I'm sitting in my dream car, and I'm a high school band director, and I'm a teacher, and I'm here to say that yes, if you have the right lifestyle, if you make the right choices, and I'm not saying that marriage is a bad choice, because eventually I'm going to get there, but I'm saying if your circumstances allow it and you're smart about it, it is possible to get a Tesla on a teacher salary, and that's really what this video is about. This is like abnormal for my channel. I normally I do all sorts of videos on being a band director, being a high school band director, marching in drum and bugle corps and marching band and the marching arts, and talking about all of those experiences and how it's gotten me to where I am. So this is different, but I wanted to let people know that it is possible. You just have to plan really well, and you just have to sit down, figure it out, and make sure that you will be okay, period. That is that. If you want to see more Tesla videos, I guess you can say so in the comments. But I think I'm going to go back to my usual stuff. If you are interested in what I normally do, please stick around. I appreciate your viewership. Like, comment, subscribe, and I guess until next time, we'll catch you guys later. I still can't believe it.